It's Saturday morning here. Of course, when you see this video, it probably won't be Saturday morning anymore. Here they don't even have Saturday cartoons anymore. I wouldn't know because I don't really watch cartoons. But back when I was a child, I did. But anyway, if this is the first time you ever seen my channel, this is Kent Peterson Money Talk. So I basically talk about money, ways to make money, save money, invest in money, pretty much anything to do with money. Sometimes get away money too. And day topics, this will be something that a lot of us wonder if it's even worth it. And this is called gambling. So should you gamble your money? I know y'all probably thinking no, you shouldn't gamble your money. In most cases, I'm going to say you shouldn't. Some people see investing in the stock market as gambling. And I used to see it that way. I used to see it investing in the stock market was gambling when I was like, I don't know, man, I was in my late teens, early 20s. I used to think it was like gambling, but it's actually not. I say it's pretty much far from gambling. But now, what we're going to talk about is you can actually still gamble though. You just got to keep your gambling under control. And how do we do that? First of all, set an amount you want to gamble. And don't go over. So maybe you're like, you know what, I'm just going to gamble $100. Let's say you and your friend go to Las Vegas. You say you're just going to gamble with $100. Or maybe you're more a risk taker, like, you know what, I'm going to gamble $500. But this $500 you plan on gambling, just think of this money as a loss. Just think of that money just being gone. So once you lose that $500, don't fight trying to win that money back. Because you don't want to be one of those people like, you know what, I'm just going to spend like a few $100s in gambling. You don't want to say you're just going to spend like $400 or $500, then come out and you lost like $4,000. You don't want to be that kind of person. Because there's a big difference in losing $5,000 and losing $500. It's a big difference. Some of us just don't stick to a certain amount we want to spend or we're gonna lose or whatever. And of course you want to do it every once in a while. So don't gamble every week. Don't gamble every month. You probably don't even want to gamble every year. Just make it like something you do once in a while, like once maybe every couple of years, every few years, when you want to hang out with your friends. Let's say, you know what? I think I want to gamble like in 2023. We're going to gamble like in the summer of 2023. We could say that this is June of 2023 you want to gamble. And of course, June is how many months? June of 2023 is like how many months from now? So April, May, June. So it's 14 months from now. And maybe you're going to say to yourself, I'm just going to gamble like $250. You get like your digit account and you can like set it up. By the way, I'm going to put my digit link down here in this video. You can set your digit link up to $250 and you want it complete by June of 2023. And by the time that month comes around, you still got $250 in that gambling account in digit. And you just use that money to gamble. Obviously, if you spend $250 gambling and you end up winning like $800, I say the best thing to do is just take that money and run. Because that's like what? 250 minus $800. What is that? 600 minus 50, 550. So that's $550 in profit. So that's quite a bit of money there. You just take that money and run. Of course, what some people do, some people they spent $250 and they win like $800. They might be like, you know what? Maybe I can win me a couple grand. Some people might do it. Some people might take that $800, try to get 200, not 200, but 2 grand, and they end up losing, or worse, they end up winning. So you won 2 times in a row now. You got $800. You want $800 from spending $250. Then you win like 2 grand from spending $800. And some people are just so addicted, they'll just keep spending. Maybe they'll spend like that 2 grand, and then they'll win like 10 grand from that. So that's 3 wins in a row, because you won the 800 grand, then you won the 2 grand, then you won the 10 grand. I mean, that's like a winning streak right there. So you win that 10 grand a third time, I say get the heck out of there, out of the casino or wherever you're gambling. Because you know at some point you are going to lose. Some people, when they get that 10 grand, they're like, I got 3 wins. You know what? I wonder if I can win me like 50 grand now. Then they throw that 10 grand down, they gamble with it. You know what happens? They lose all their money. So if you win quite a bit of money, I say you should just take the money and run. Or if you're gonna gamble some more, just don't gamble with the whole 250, because you want to come out with more. So this is how I would do it. If my budget for gambling was like 250, I spent $250 gambling, I won like $800. Here's what I'll do. I'll keep like $400 to the side. That way, at least that'll be like a what? $150 profit right there. So maybe I'll gamble that $400, that extra $400 I won. At least if I lose $400, it won't feel like I really lost anything. Because I was basically using money that I won. So if I lose that, it's not much of a loss. But if I gain more money from that $400, you know what? That's cool. But now, if you spent like $250 and you just lost that, you just lost all that $250, I say just count your losses and move on. Don't try to win it back. Because some people, they'll be like, you know what? I want that $250 back. They'll try to gamble some more. Maybe they'll put $500 down. They'll lose the extra $500. And they'll keep gambling. Before you know it, they had spent $5 grand. They just lost $5 grand. They ain't win nothing. They just lost all the money. So just try not to do that. The lottery is kind of like, the lottery is gambling, but the thing with the lotto is, back in the day, it was only $1. I say up to like a few years ago, wasn't a Mega Million. It only cost like $1, so it wasn't that big of a gamble. The Powerball is $2. I actually stopped playing Powerball because it went up to $2, and Mega Million was still $1. So I used to spend more money on Mega Million and then the Powerball. But now they're both $2. So $2 not too much money. Obviously, I don't buy lotto tickets every week. It's like every once in a while I buy lotto tickets. Like if the lotto's like getting like really high, nobody's winning, that's usually when I'll start buying. And I don't do it every week, of course. So I say if you're going to gamble, it should be in the control. It should be controlled. You should control how much you're willing to lose and don't go over it. That's what I gotta say about that. So if your gambling budget is $100, stick to it. Don't go over it. If it's $500, stick to it. Don't go over it. If it's $2,000, I know I wouldn't want to lose $2,000, but maybe some of y'all have like more high-paying jobs, or maybe you've been saying this for years, just to gamble. Like I said, I had that digital account. Maybe you had that digital account back in 2016 and you set up to where you was planning on gambling in like 2022. So that's like what, 6 years? Just to take money from your account. And you put into, because there's like different goals in gambling. Not gambling, but there's different goals in digit. I actually have a down payment on mine. That's for a house. But with digit, if you put like gambling on there, over time they'll take money out, they'll put it towards there. So maybe once it was time for you to gamble, you probably wouldn't even feel that $2,000 there. Because it was planned, you was planning on gambling that money. So that's $2,000 there. So you just stick with that $2,000, don't go over it. I mean, I want to gamble with $2,000, but if you were going to do it, I say stick to the $2,000. You lose that $2,000, just move on. $2,000 is a lot of money to be losing though. But some of us just have like high-paying jobs. We don't really feel it. Some of us just have so much money we don't really feel that loss. But most of us, most people, they do feel the loss of $2,000. So basically, whatever you plan on gambling, whatever budget you have with gambling, it's just to stick to that amount. Just think of it as a loss. Don't think of it as a win. Because if you're spending like $500 on gambling, thinking you're gonna win, and you lose, I mean, you're gonna feel it. But if you already think of it as a loss and you lose it, I mean, it's not gonna hurt as much. But if you're thinking of it as a loss and you win, that's gonna be exciting. And I say once you win, you should just take the money and run. That's my thing. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumb up. If you really like this video, if you like my channel a lot, just hit on that subscribe button. That way, whenever I do giveaways, you could be qualified to get some money or whatever I decide to give away. I may give away PS5, who knows? I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about giving one of my subscribers a PS5. When my channel grows, of course. Right now I have like 570 subscribers. So I got some new subscribers. But we need to tighten up my channel. We need more subscribers. We need more views. And if you want to stay updated, just hit the bell button. That way you'll be notified. With that being said, have a good weekend and don't gamble too much.